Hey, good morning. Happy Monday morning. I hope you're watching this on Monday morning. If you're not, that's okay. I'm just glad that you're here watching it anyways. But I do these on Monday mornings because I really want to give you an opportunity of starting the week out on a positive note with something to think about, with a maybe a change in perspective. And I think that most of us start our weeks on, Mondays. Certainly, I think a lot of us, our work week certainly starts on Monday. Not for everybody, but for many people. And so coming in here on a Monday morning to help, again, give you a new perspective, give you something to think about, open your eyes to what might be going wrong and why it's going wrong, and then give you steps and tools and tips to maybe turn that around so it feels like things are going more right. And today, what I really want to share with you, what I really want to bring to your attention is the idea that you've given yourself an exit before you even started. What does that mean? It means that you have started a business or you've started something, right? Working out, reading, journaling, name anything. And you've given yourself an exit right away, especially with business. You've got another income coming in. You are looking for other sources of income. You are, maybe it's living off savings or credit cards. Maybe it's a spouse that is working, right? And you want to help contribute financially, but it doesn't feel like that much pressure because you've already got that income. You've got everything that you truly need covered, right? You've given yourself that exit. You are saying, hey, I'm having a really hard time finding time to build my business, to work on my business. Friend, you don't find time, you make time. You make it, you create it, you put it in your calendar. You say no to things that are not moving the needle so you can say yes to what's really important to you. And if you are finding that in the business that you are starting or that you say you want to build, if you find that you are, um, not finding time to build it, then I would suggest to you that it's not high on your priority list. You've given yourself an exit. You're focusing on something else. You're focusing on another business, another income stream. You're focusing on, um, you know, wasting time because you're too afraid to take the steps forward, right? You've given yourself an exit. I see this so much, and I experience this myself in a lot of ways too. So I'm not certainly not suggesting that I am above any of this. I think that it's important to recognize and to talk about because I think so much of the time we don't know that we're doing it. Sometimes it feels like, a good reason, right? Sometimes um, it feels like there's a lot going on in life. But I would suggest to you that there's always going to be a lot going on in life. It's always going to be a lot happening. There's always going to be something that's going to be there to distract you. And that's when you really dig in and you determine, what is it that I really want? Where have I given myself an exit, and where do I need to close off those exits? Where do I need to close those doors? Right? So you can make what's in front of you actually happen. You know, again, this happens in a lot of areas. I really see it in a lot with business, a lot when it comes to um, money and making money and starting business and everything, because I work so closely with so many people in starting businesses, but also getting their finances in order. And so I see this a lot. I see that, there's an opportunity, but you've already given yourself an exit by pursuing something else instead of just putting your energy into one thing. You will hear me say, in today's economy, most people cannot live on one income coming in. And so I'm always, talking about having a couple of streams of income. And that is still true. But where that becomes really effective and then ineffective is that it's ineffective when you are starting one and then you're starting another thing right at the same time. When you haven't developed a system, when you haven't gotten really clear on what it is that you need to do, what actions you need to take so you're actually making money, you immediately move to something else. You've given yourself an action, and then what that does internally, you've given yourself an exit. What that does internally is it you're reaffirming, you're telling yourself that you are not worthy, that you're not worth it, that you are not able to create the business or the income or the result that you most want. You just reaffirm all those negative emotions within you. You tell yourself that you're not capable. So, my challenge to you this week is to remove or close off some of those exits that you've given yourself. Close them off. Hard? Yeah, probably. Necessary? Absolutely. So, where do you get rid of those exits? Where do you close them off so you can put your focus into the thing that you really want? And you know what? This is hard because you have to really get honest with yourself. And I think giving yourself permission to say, this is what I truly want, this is the path that I want to follow, and then doing it. And I'm not suggesting that that's easy by any means. I am not suggesting that it just happens overnight. What I am suggesting is that you make a decision and then you take action to follow through with that decision, right? So, where have you given yourself an exit that you need to close off? Where have you given yourself an escape route that needs to be shuttered up, right? So you can focus on one path forward, so you can do the tasks necessary to see the results that you most desire. That's my challenge for you this week. So go out and get it. First real week in October here. You still have so much time left in the day, in the week, in the month, in the year. Don't let time stop you. Take action. That's where things really change, is in the action that you're willing to take. All right. Happy Monday. Happy week. Bye for now, friends.